Yeah, me too. Unless it's with certain people.
I won't take that to heart. Okay.
Well, you're the certain people.
Oh my god.
Do you think you're not?
No. I mean, at one point I probably wasn't.
I mean, when I first met you. And then you grew on me, and then...
I grew on you? I'm holding that against you for life. I grew on you.
What?
I'm hurt. I grew on you? You didn't love me at first sight? You didn't want to hear me talk for hours?
I was kind of still stuck in my own head for the first
I'm so
half
devastated. I will be hurt forever. That's okay.
He chuckles. He pokes you.
Ow. She fixes his hair.
Yeah, he lets you fix his hair. Hopefully Phoenix Jr. doesn't ruin it again.
Fucking doesn't every fucking time.
He's like, I mean...
Imagine they're in the cart.
Yeah, they're in the cart. And I was like, oh my god, Owens? This! And as you get closer to the silent library, you notice that the skies are gray. And it's a little windy.
Ooh, that's not good. Astral plane.
Kano does it himself this time, and he goes to the astral plane.
She looks around for an omen.
And the cart is still moving, but it's moving slowly, so y'all can just kind of fall. You look around for the omen. You can look for an omen yourself this time, because Kane is like, I don't know if I want Phoenix Rooney no more.
Arcana?
Yep, it would be Arcana. With Phoenix Rooney's advice,
23.
You're looking around. This is a weather omen, you think, as you notice that you think there's going to be a large tornado forming by what the skies look like. And it's going to be near that library.
She said, oh no, Kate, it's gonna be a tornado.
He actually looks really scared. He's like,
how do we prevent the tornado?
I'm scared of tornadoes.
How do we prevent the tornado?
Do we need Phoenix Journey out here?
I don't know. Does he have a calm weather spell?
He looks like he has advice. Sounds like he has advice.
Fine, I'll hear his advice.
Don't know if he's like, weather omen, huh?
What's the advice?
Okay, well, it's hard to stop weather, basically. Even control weather can be quite finicky with it. However, it is known that Agma's Silent Library carries a lot of his devout followers. Basically doing our best to make sure that library does not fall apart. Control weather can lessen the impact of the tornado, but the tornado will still happen either way. This time we have to survive. However, luckily, these types of omens, just like the event omens, they usually don't attack us. Well, they can't really attack. So we're not going to get a surprise visit from Merkel or anything. We just have to get through a tornado.
That's not hard.
Keeping everyone that is a follower safe. We've got an hour.
To do what? Put them all in like a bunker?
Well, they don't know the tornado's coming just yet, or they're prepping. It's like, who has a control weather spell?
I don't have a control weather spell, but I have a way to get them all out.
Clerics have control weather. And he points at the cart.
Do we have to protect the place?
The best you can. I think control weather should be well, but it'd be only basically 3 people doing control weather. Which they should be fine, they're demigods. And you just have to make sure, considering this is a weather event, that any stray things do not happen.
Like what?
Oh, typical tornado things. Have you ever been in a tornado?
No, Phoenix Rooney, I have not.
Oh, you're missing out.
Don't think I am. So, Why can't I just throw everyone in like a mansion?
You can. That actually may be perfect. It's indestructible, right?
It's in another realm.
Then we win! Basically getting as much as Ogma's important stuff and them will basically... Because a library can be rebuilt. But there's something that can't be rebuilt, like lives.
I mean, we could still do the control weather thing, and I could just make the extra dimensional dwelling for them.
Yeah, that'd ensure that you have enough time to get everyone in there and anything else important.
And then they can still do control weather to try and mediate the damage even still.
Yes, they can.
Okay. I guess we do that then.
Alright, let's get there faster then. And Phoenix, when he opens another portal, he does not change back the cane. He's like,
Give me back my fiance.
but you need me here.
No, I don't.
He turns back the cane. Cane comes back.
He's really trying to convince me that I need him.
Because he probably wants to be in a mortal body.
And he's not going to.
I hear him sometimes be like, Kane, let me eat that. Let me try a bite. And I'm like,
She chuckles. She's like, okay, we need to go there.
Yep, and you go to the giant library. And it's free. It's for public access, so you can just walk in. And you see the monks are preparing.
Hi, monks.
And they're like, hello, ma'am.
I'm friends with Ogma. So...
We've heard about you from Electromars.
Yeah? Why have you heard about me?
Bald. Sorry. He's like, we commune often with Ogma.
Okay.
Except of now, where it's hard to reach him. We assume it is because an omen is about to happen.
Yeah, Merkel's trying to kill y'all. So, I have the perfect solution.
We would love any solution, for we don't have enough space in our basement.
My friends have control weather.
And I was like, yep, and we're demigods.
So they're going to do that. And for everything else, I have Magnificent Mansion. Which means that I can make an extra dimensional dwelling through a portal in which you all can take your things and your people and go in there.
And he says, that's perfect. And he almost like gives an order. He like speaks a like language, like a very ancient language, you think. And then everyone's like, you see everyone like redirecting their items and stuff.
Yeah, she casts the portal.
You cast a portal and you see the monks start putting stuff in the portal. As you see Anna, Damaris, and Mikkel start to get ready.
She says, once you all are in, I'm going to close the portal.
And he nods and he says, that sounds perfect to us. Thank you so much for your help.
Of course.
And he's like, we know you could have chosen any god, but we appreciate you have chosen Agma to help.
Well, Ogma's my friend.
He's a good friend of ours too. And you see the monks start rushing in stuff, rolling for the monks and how fast they are. Damn, they are fast as fuck. They're got a 12.
We prepared for this. Fucking hella.
I mean, they did see the tornado coming. So
they said, be prepared.
Yep, and you basically see the windows are like shut tight, but you can like hear the tornado, and you see Kane is like shaking a little bit.
You can go in the mansion too.
No, I need to stay out here.
No, go into the mansion.
No, it's okay.
Go into the mansion.
I'm okay. You're gonna
Please
be
go
out.
in the
You're gonna
mansion.
be out here, aren't you?
I have to be out here, otherwise you have to go in the mansion.
Friends.
You're going in the mansion.
That's okay.
You're going in the mansion.
It's fine.
You are going in the mansion.
Me pelts.
You don't want to be out here. You don't have to.
I want to be out here.
You're such a liar.
I'm just not fond of a tornado.
So don't be in one.
What doesn't kill you makes you stronger.
No, you're going in the mansion.
He said that so fast.
You're going in the mansion.
Walks to the mansion.
Thank you.
And I'm gonna roll Arcana checks for all three of those siblings. Not bad. Oh, come on, Anna. Ben. It's good. Why did Mikhail and Demars get the same exact fucking roll? They got both 17s on the die.
Because they're the perfect opposites of one another.
You start to feel the library. They didn't get all the books in, but you think they got basically what they wanted inside because of how fast they were moving. You start to hear the whole mansion like rattle, almost as you can hear like the train outside. As you see, the walls and windows start to shake.
Okay.
Alright, and I gotta roll for the building integrity. Not too bad. So, you start to see like pieces of the roof do get torn off. And you can see the wind basically picking up all the books inside and making like them go crazy. Windows do shatter. Even though this thing is mostly stone, you just see some of it get torn off. But overall, with control weather, and y'all, and a dice difficulty of 5, so it won. Basically, the building won by 5. The storm eventually fades after like 10 minutes, as the skies start to clear.
Okay, Sherry opens the portal.
You see the monks start dragging everything out from the mansion. Pretty damaged, but the building still stands. And the monks are like, don't seem to mind the damage of this. You can see them already starting to clean up.
She goes to Kane.
Kane looks at you.
Jesus, we did it.
Yeah. It looks like the building is pretty alright.
Yeah, they killed it. She goes to her siblings.
Yeah, Mikhail's like, they look a little tired.
You did it!
And I was like, thanks. That took like almost every part of our beat.
Very proud of you guys.
Because like I almost flew away for a second.
Don't do that.
Well, I was almost getting picked up by winds, so
Don't do
it
that.
makes sense. I mean, I could just fly around in the tornado.
Yeah, and get hit by shit.
Damaris laughs. And yet, when you look outside, you just see like a bunch of debris everywhere. But overall, pretty good. Agma is safe.
She says, cool.
So Saloon Agma are completely safe, while other gods will be taking a bit of a hit.
Okay.
Doris is like, should we go back to Alamigo now? I think that will be enough of the omens for now. Because also Phoenix does say that you can't have omens constantly. It takes time to make an omen. So basically, it's going to be a while since the next omen happens. Like a long while.
Yeah, let's go to Alamigo.
Yep, everyone's Alamigo. Yep, yep.
This is Kane.
You know, it's...
Love.
Mhm.
Can you do me a favor?
Of course.
Can you take me to the astral plane one more time around Alamigo?
He nods and he opens a plane to Alamigo.
In Alamigo.
In Alamigo, yeah.
She says okay. She looks around to see if there's anything out of note. Should do her Arcana.
Yes.
21.
As you look around, you actually do see an omen. But you see 3 omens, actually. You see Saloon left something here. It seems to be a moonstone, as a child holds it. You see Agma has left something here, and it seems to be a book that's next to Damaris' place. And you see another omen actually left by Soon. And you notice that there is a basically, you notice that there was an event omen that was about to happen here, but with those 3 omens, you think it was basically pushed away.
She looks at him.
If you look at the 3 omens.
What did Soon leave?
Soon,
She's adorable.
Seems so funny. Seeing, I'm thinking of the most cheesiest, corniest thing. I'm trying to think in my head. What's the cheesiest, corniest thing she could possibly leave? Definitely for her lecturing, okay? I know. It's really the cheesiest thing. You see at a stall, there is a matching set of bracelets, and that's what Soon left.
Oh, that's cute. And she's like, oh. She's like, well, that's good.
Yeah, you think with those combined omens that whatever Merkel could have had that was coming to Omega, which you could tell there was a trace, was definitely warded off.
Okay. When was it supposed to happen?
You think it was supposed to happen while you were between Shar Saloon and Agma's.
Okay.
And you can tell that these omens have actually been left here for quite a while.
He said, okay, well, we can go.
King opens a portal back to the material plane.
She's like, okay. I need to check on my mom. Because we did leave her in a Shaman City.
Is your mom even back?
I don't know. Saloon?
Sun says yes.
My mom's still in that Shaman City?
Yes, and your dad went there too.
Are they helping?
Yes, they are.
Okay, never mind.
They're fine. They don't look like they're in any trouble.
Just checking. Thank you.
Omens. Yeah. Kane's like, well, that's interesting to know now.
Yeah, it is.
I never knew about omens.
Didn't either. Well, you know.
So eclipses that don't happen at right times. Full moons and new moons that don't happen at right times.
Yeah.
Flowers blooming suddenly.
Yeah. It brings a lot of context.
And Kane is like, Phoenix really wants to come out again.
What does he want to say?
I don't know. Can you just tell me in my head, Phoenix Dream? And he's like, he says sometimes omens happen naturally without a god's influence. Sometimes omens, well, usually, sometimes a god's omens just happen naturally around their domain or where they stake their claim as well. So if you are in a city that is mostly of Maliki, then you are more often to see flowers bloom at random.
Oh.
If you're in a saloon city, you're actually more often to see a brighter moon than usual.
Interesting. The more you know.
The more you know, indeed. Yes.
You guess?
I don't know what to make of all of this.
Well, what is the first thought?
That it's crazy how much influence the gods have on the material plane.
Why do you think I wanted to kill them all? I had my reasons.
You did. Do you still have them?
She glances at him.
He looks at you.
And she looks away.
What are your thoughts now about it?
I think that the gods should meddle less. And
Yeah.
but I don't think that they should die for making mistakes. I don't think that's inherently fair. Do I think that any being of any sort should be placed in a spot to rule a domain? No. But also mortals made these gods. They're the ones that made them, which means that they wanted them. Which, who am I to say that they don't deserve them?
You know, he says, Phoenix says a lot of these omens people create.
Duly noted. That will never know the difference.
Seems to me knows a lot about these material plane gods.
Yeah, probably because he wanted to kill them all. On another timeline.
Guess that imagines that Elliot probably knows as much too.
Yep.
Mm.
Which is why Michael did what Michael did.
At least he won't be able to do an omen for like a month or so.
Yay. It just means that he'll be able to harass us individually. My favorite.
I'll just kill him.
No. No. Ridiculous.
I guess Sue wanted us to have those bracelets.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want them?
The ones in the astral plane?
Well, they're actually bracelets in the real world.
Oh. Then I suppose so. She wants us to have them, so God forbid we go against Sue.
The little goddess of love and beauty.
She's sweet. She's endearing.
Because she's obsessed with us.
Apparently.
Because we're apparently the epitome of love, so.
The epitome, yes.
Yes. He walks over to the stand.
She follows him.
You follow him. And he just gets those 2 bracelets.
She pays for them.
And he puts it on you.
What is it?
It's just a nice little cute little silver bracelet.
Oh, what's his?
It's honestly the exact same.
Oh, what's silver mean?
Silver just means purity, beauty.
And love.
Well, that's what rose quartz is for, but silver is usually just purity and beauty.
Close enough.
Guess you're
United they make love. When you add beauty and purity together.
It makes love. Well, you are beauty.
And you are purity. She chuckles.
Chuckles.
She's like, but I am fucking exhausted.
Well, then let's go rest.
And I feel like if I use one more spell with these fucking cuffs, that I will go to the astral plane.
Okay, well then let's...
But hey,
rest.
bright side, you know that you can meet me there.
Yes. By telling Phoenix Ray I want to, and hopefully he doesn't say, can I use your body or something?
Or you could just, use the axe and go.
That is true. I do feel a bit warm though, so...
You feel warm?
Yeah. I use the axe a lot.
Fucking Phoenix.
I just use the axe a lot, so I kind of feel like...
Well, I'm not saying currently, I'm saying in the future.
Oh yeah, I can do it.
If need be. Because I'm not going to use my spells and go... I don't want to go back to the astral plane. I think I'm good. I think I'm good. I think I'll pass. But just in case something happens and I pass out for some reason, just go to the astral plane.
Okay.
Because I'll be by my body, so you'll find me.
Yes.
Okay?
If I can just hold you there.
In the astral plane?
Yes.
Yeah, you could try. It's a little finicky. I'm kind of ghosty there.
As long as I'm near you.
Oh, I have to talk to Selena and Shar about the braces.
You don't have to.
I definitely do. There's a lot of reasons for which I should.
I guess I'll come with
One
you.
of which is I'm able to go to the astral plane at all now. I feel like that's an important fact for them to know, especially given that I kind of dropped that bomb on Shah.
I guess I'll come with you then.
Of course. Where else would you go?
Nowhere.
Exactly.
He chuckles.
He's like, but I'm not going to use the dimension door thing. Because I don't want to chance fate.
We can just ask Mikkel.
Okay. Mikkel,
Like I was like, yeah?
can you take me to Slim?
Yeah, sure. He takes you over to Slynn's room.
He says hello.
And Slynn's like, hey, Electra, quite busy, I noticed.
Yeah, I know you are, but I wanted to. I realized that I
Bioengineer is still in this fucking place, dude.
did not give you an update.
No, I've heard a bit from Ogma, though.
Yeah, it's a little complicated.
Yes, you're able to transfer into the astral plane-ish, kind of?
Kind of. Phoenix Rooney says that I'd be able to control it at some point.
I don't doubt you would be able to.
But unwillingly when I use these braces too much, I go to the astral plane.
That makes sense.
Does it?
Well, artifact you are not attuned to directly with an unknown power that you are not used to, overexerting yourself could possibly have consequences.
And I saw Merkel there,
Mm,
and he poked at Kane.
yes, he was trying to get an omen at Cain, because he can only affect the non-divine directly by omens. The non-divine are affected by omens, but the divine are not.
And I met Ogma in the past.
Fitting.
I told him my name.
I remember him in the past.
Yeah.
Yes.
That one said that Ogma said that you had just split.
Yes, I remembered because I saw Ogma as immortal. Then he explained he used to be a god, then became immortal. He's planning to be a god again. I was like, okay, it's a lot.
It's a lot. But I wanted to let you know. I also wanted to let you know that Phoenix really can possess Kane.
That's not ideal.
Phoenix Rooney would beg to differ.
I bet Phoenix really would beg to differ. A genie that can actually possess their host is something definitely not a genie is supposed to be able to do.
No. So that. But Kane can use the axe more with it only just singeing his soul.
Not too bad
You have
because
to be careful.
the singes can heal, but depending how far it goes.
Yeah. Now I have to go talk to Shah.
I haven't heard much from her after the attack.
Yeah, she's not very happy.
I can imagine so. I can take you over there.
Do you want to go?
I need to go.
Okay. Yeah. We'll go. Bye, Mikkel.
Cause yeah, I'll just head back and make sure the material plane's okay. I'll let you know the updates of each of the gods.
Please do.
And he says, pieces. And Saloon takes you and Kane to Shar's realm. Again, it feels like this place has become almost close to a lesser deity's realm. Just one step above it, I think. As you notice, her realm has shrunk. Stop!
She looks a little sad.
Kane's like, it's okay, Electra.
Yeah.
Not for Shar.
Okay. Just.
Okay. Okay, I won't say anything.
Not here.
Okay.
Not the time. Not the time.
Yeah, but you walk into the palace. You see Milil. Milil has left because Milil had to go deal with her own omen. So you see Shar is just laying her face on cross your arms and you put your head on the table. That's what Shar looks like right now. So Lynn's like, Shar, and Shar rises up and she looks tired and she's like, come in. So Lynn's like, you're not feeling well, are you? And she's like, no, I don't look it, do I?
Not really.
I'm banned in the West. meaning I don't have any worship there. And I just lost half my follower count in the east, and it's permanent. So the souls that were supposed to come here and live here are now gone. Unless Maestra has caught them. I don't even know how many souls she has right now. Trying to keep them safe from getting taken to the weave.
Yeah, that's a lot.
And Celine kind of comes up to Shard, like, just puts a hand on her shoulder. And Shard doesn't seem to say anything. It'll be alright, she says. You must deal what comes after the aftermath. I have lots of work to do to make sure that the rest of what I have is safe.
Mm-hmm.
Saloon, focus on your children, and I will focus on what I have. She looks tired. I don't like you looking at her like that.
She's like eyeing her.
Starting to eyeing her.
She really is. She's like staring her down.
And she's like she looks at Electra and she's like, why are you staring holes into the back of my head?
I'm thinking.
Thinking about what?
A lot.
It's like a silly, I'm like, get your fucking shh. And Kane's like, what are you thinking about?
I have a couple ideas.
Kane's like, do you want to talk about this somewhere else?
Well, I'm going to do it either way. But I'm not going to tell them.
He's like, what are you going to do? You're both like whispering as Saloon's talking to Shar, basically.
We're going to get Saloon and Shar a bunch of followers.
We are?
We are.
Okay, how do we do that?
Well, for one, we could probably simply put a shrine in Olamigo for Saloon.
Yeah.
Because she is the one that saved them from Shar.
They wouldn't mind.
So more than likely there are people there who would be inclined.
Mm-hmm.
And that also might be better given, the shit we've had to deal with.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that going to the west and having a couple conversations, I think that might do some good.
Okay.
Sure. Bands are bands. But who says we follow them?
I mean, that is true. I mean, they are enforced, though.
Unless you take away the power from the enforcer.
It's only Elliot that is enforced.
Exactly.
Right.
So Elliot can only watch the holy city. And what about every other city?
I don't know how the West works.
I do. Quite well. And I do know that there are cities in the West that it's a little more ambiguous than it is here in the East.
Mm-hmm.
Worship isn't public. It's more private in the West. People go to churches and stuff, so obviously we cannot have them going to church. But that doesn't mean they can't be a follower.
So like a good cult.
Yes. I think it's a great idea. One for Shah and one for Saloon.
Mm-hmm.
But we can spin Shah differently than grief and loss.
That is true. What will we spin her as? Because everyone in the West and East know who she is.
Grief and loss are not bad.
They are not.
And how many people have just died?
Lots.
Exactly.
Urkel's like, haha, reaping my power.
And they're all brothers, sisters, or children of someone. And that someone might not be a follower of whatever god that child had just died from.
Mm-hmm.
That's who I need to talk to. Because the West and the East aren't so different from one another.
No, they're not.
And the amount of death that has been happening in the East is not separate from the West. I'm sure there have been deaths in the West.
There are lots of gods that had most things in the West.
Exactly.
And every god was attacked.
Exactly. So I think it'd be very easy to subvert Elliot's power and use it against him. Because how would he know? He's focused on the holy city, he's focused on the gods, but he's ignoring the mortals. So if we swayed the mortals from both the East and the West specifically to go against worship, the worship ban, I think it'd be pretty easy to overthrow Elliot. Because all you have to do is justify within reason why Sunun and Shah should no longer be banned in the West. Have people disagree and then garner their support. Those who are affected by death would more easily go to Shah, and those who are more envious of the light would go more towards Saloon.
Luckily, I think there's still tons of Saloon worshippers still in the West
There are.
waiting to be the unbanned.
Exactly. But if they knew that the very person who's inflicting this ban is the one trying to destroy their gods, I don't think they'd be inclined to listen.
No, we have to be careful though. The more we plan against Elliot, the more brash he would get.
He's already brash. He fired a weapon at us that mortalizes people. What is going to happen when you use that on mortals, I wonder?
I guess brash in the sense of the eyes of the mortal plane and not just us.
It's either that. Either we do this or we do nothing.
Charlotte continues to lose more power.
Exactly. Which is what he wants. Because he wants to be able to mortalize Saloon and have Shah not be able to help. It's what he wants. Because Shah's not the target. And I can see that. She's a smokescreen.
And Shar knows she is too.
Yes. That's why she just told her to focus on her fucking kids. But I don't like to play by rules. Of Merkel or Elliot White's game. So if he wants to play chess, then I'll get some pieces. Whether I like it or not.
That's true. And as y'all are chilling here, it's time. Guess what, Mary? DnD Pantheon Roulette. You haven't had a god death in a while.
Yeah, because they've been preventing it.
Someone needs to go, Mary. Someone needs to go. So far, the bad gods have been getting knocked out, so let's go after someone nice. Bear's already out. He was kind of nice.
He was the big fucking good guy.
Good guy. Now we need another big bad guy, actually. No, that'd be crazy.
No, that'd be crazy.
I was like, what if I got rid of the gods with fortune and fortune?
2-for-1 combo.
That'd actually show.
Everything would be up to free will. No more fate.
They're more like gamblers, dude. That's their fate.
Yeah, but that's goodwill though. Like having goodwill and shit, that also has straight up tie into fate and divination.
What if you got rid of the Sire God of Lies? Just no one can lie again?
That'd be so funny.
That'd be so stupid. I'm looking at my options. I think it's crazy. I don't know about Talana. Let's get rid of some ones that we don't really care about, that we don't interact with. I'll get rid of 2, because there's a lot that y'all don't interact with. Because I don't feel like acting like all these damn gods, dude. I know who I want. So, as y'all are chilling here, you see Salim, like, and Shar kind of, like, look around a bit.
What?
As they contact. And they're like, 2 gods are gone.
Which?
Sylvanus, god of wild nature, is mortalized. And Salim's like, and Lyra, goddess of illusion, is immortalized.
Okay.
Seems like the same thing happened with Auril, where there was a slight change, but now it's back to normal.
She kind of looks at Kane and says, I think I'd rather him fuck with the mortal plane because I'm on it and I fucking dare him. Because what he's doing is he's looking at gods and there's not fucking anything that they can do, but if his focus is on the mortal plane, sure, there might be more deaths. But won't there be just as many if he is taking out gods?
That's why his plan was completely flawed from the start.
Exactly.
Because one can't live without the other.
Precisely. So, we bring his focus back down to earth.
That does leave a lot of followers empty of a god.
And a lot of hate towards Elliot White.
No one knows it's still not Elliot White yet. It's still knows. If anything, people still think everything's normal. Because basically it is what Elliot's portraying to the mortal plane, is everything's normal. Nothing's changing.
What if we made it very clear everything was not?
I think that would be the only way to get him. He already has a circle against him, which is why he probably was acting so slow.
I have a great idea. How about Iridescent's going on a bit of a tour?
He chuckles. He's like, do I get to be a part of the stage crew again?
Of course.
Chuckles.
Except for They'll think they're coming for music. But I'm going to show them exactly who I did.
He knows.
And she says, and this is going to start a revolution.
Both in East and West.
Yeah.
Luckily, Tisha's completely safe from a revolution.
Anarchy.
Me thinking of Elliot White, how he can be like, oh, Tisha's the same way.
Except for all of the people in which all of the fucking gods which she is harboring in her
Yeah,
fucking
she's
palace will
literally
be like, actually, she's pretty okay.
Yeah, like, I bet she definitely took in already Lyra and Sylvan. It's like,
yeah,
hey,
she
get in
basically
here.
is just putting all of them in her fucking house.
Sorry, it's the fact that it's kind of her. It really is her house. Lives in the best place in the damn
She's
world.
like, yeah, you could just live here.
I'm bald.
I'm bald.
I'm sorry, she's a hair flip and like she just does a hair flip, has no hair. And Kane's like,
what does Kane say?
think it's a good plan. Because the more we can get Elliot off of his high horse, the easier we could take him out.
If we put a target on the mortal plane onto us, it's easier to protect us than it is to protect every god.
There's too many gods to protect.
Correct. And I think it's very clear by the omens that were outside on Amigo.
Mm-hmm.
It's easier to protect us than it is to protect every single god.
And we can just choose the gods that are most important to us to at least keep an eye on instead of all of them.
Correct.
Plus, the ones that we are working with are already keeping an eye on every god.
Correct. I'm not telling them the plan though.
No, you don't have no. And you look back and you see Shar is just laying her head on the table.
She looks back and she says, I don't think they're gonna like it.
No, but we need to do what we need to do to make sure that we also survive.
There is a path in which we survive without doing this, and you know it as well as I do.
Yes. But this is not as bad as...
But it can be.
Like,
He can go and try and raise everything, every single mortal, every single city, if he wanted. And that's the problem. And they would not be saved. They would die.
they would Do you want to think on it a little more?
No.
But I guess we'll cover every loophole that we can.
If I think on it more, I'm going to want to back out of it.
That's fair.
But I'm going to regret it if I back out of it.
Then I will make sure that the plan goes as smoothly as possible. I'll cover every loophole that I can find.
She thinks for a moment and says, I said I didn't want to be a hero when I meant it, and I'm not going to.
You don't have to.
She says that, but she also is like,
The thing about heroes is you don't get to choose to be a hero or not. The world just dictates if you're a hero or not. It is a term that the world gives us, not us.
heroes have to make harder choices.
They do.
And that's why I don't want to be a hero. Making this choice, the choice that I want to, it's an ideal at best, and it is selfish at least. Because I don't want to see them die. I don't want to see them mortalized, and I don't want to lose my memory.
He nods.
And I hate that I would rather thousands of mortals to die than that happen.
But also, if that happened, more mortals could die.
Yeah, I guess.
There was less powerful gods than the mortals will not be okay. Even if it is selfish in some sort of way, at the same time it is not. Being a hero does have hard choices.
It also comes back to me dragging us right back into it.
You know, I'm used to it.
Still.
Chuckles. We could all leave if we wanted to, but we all stay together.
Still.
Because you're not dragging us into it.
I am, though.
If you weren't going to do something, I was going to do something. And you know that.
Yeah, but I'm the one doing it.
You're not alone doing it.
It doesn't change anything.
Then don't do it, Electra.
I have to. Just like I always have to come talk to Saloon. Just like I always have to come talk to Shah. Just like how I always want to go check on Ogma. I have to. Because it's not a choice. And I hate that. So much. And that's why I'm not going to tell them. Because they know that. Because it's back to me feeling like I have to clean up their mess. And it's not their mess. I know it's not their mess. But it's not technically my problem. But I feel like I have to clean it. I feel like I have to fix it. And I can't not fix it. And it's driving me crazy. And I hate it. Because there are other ways to go about this that are less dangerous for us. But they would take too long. And at that point, we'd be screwed. They'd be screwed. Even if that doesn't mean we'd be screwed. Because he just took out two lesser deities. It could have been Shar instead.
It could have been Shar.
I'm not going to let that happen without fighting like hell. And a part of me hates that. Hates that I care so much that I have to do this. But the other part of me realizes that the reason I have to is because I really, really care about them. And I love them just as I do you and my siblings. And I would do anything to keep them safe. But it feels like it's a choice between us and them. And I feel like I'm making the choice. And I hate it. Because I told myself to walk away. And I didn't.
It's hard when they reintroduce themselves back into your life.
Yes. But they didn't have to.
They didn't have
Because the end result would have been the same. And if something bad happens to one of us because of this choice, I will lose it. I will lose it. But I don't have another choice that I feel like I can make. Because right now I'm feeling a little helpless. And as much as I do feel hurt still by Shaw, it is killing me to see her like this. Because I felt like this. Because what she's feeling right now is that people are depending on her. The people that depended on her, she failed them. She couldn't save them. No one deserves that. Especially not them. Even if they do, they don't. I can't make myself say that they do.
I know you can't.
It's just kind of the problem. Another solution would mean gods are still going to die.
They will.
And there's a reason Shah was the first one they targeted. And Elliot White is playing a game. And we're just collateral.
Everyone's just collateral.
Except he finds us interesting and entertaining.
Fine, China.
Which is why he finds Shah and Saloon interesting and entertaining. They have fucked up a lot. But the reason they have a bigger target on their back than every other god is because of me. And I recognize that. And I feel like it's my fault. Just a bit.
If they also didn't do what they did.
Mm-hmm.
If they also didn't do what they did for many years. It's also partly their fault too, if you say it's your fault. They do. I mean, they've also created their own target on their backs too. Because they chose to also associate with us.
Because of me.
Because of Damaris, Miguel, and Anna, and you.
Regardless, the point stands. And you know I'm right. I can hold Shah responsible for what she did over the 25 years of my life. I can hold Saloon responsible for not being there. But this is separate from my petty squabble with him.
Not really a petty squabble if he's an asshole in his own right that wants to destroy everything.
That's what I'm saying. He's separate from my petty squabble with Saloon and Shah. He's separate. I can have a million unresolved feelings regarding Saloon and Shah, and I'm sure I do. But he wants to take them away.
He does.
He doesn't get to. The only four people on any plane of existence that get to are me, Anna, Mikkel, or Damaris. That's it. Damaris woke up and decided that he wanted to kill Celine or Shah. I'd say, your choice. Because we deserve to. And he is taking that. And taking all of the shit that we went through from us. That is what Elliot is doing. And saying, oh yeah, all of the shit that you've dealt with, and all the things that you're dealing with and cycling through, I don't give a fuck. You don't get to resolve it. Fuck you. And fuck your gods. And that makes me want to take everything. If he wants to raise the gods, I'll raise the world. If he wants to try to take everything from me, I will make sure that he fights through hell as he tries. That's what I'm feeling. So take the breath. But I know if I told Celine or Shah this plan, they would not like it.
They would not like it.
And I know that just based off of the reaction to me going to the underdog. But I'm going to pitch it to everyone down there.
Maybe they'll also have some good ideas, so we can safeguard as much as possible. All very smart down there.
For now though, I don't want Celine and Shah involved.
No, I'll keep it secret from them.
I'm going to tell everyone to do so.
They'll have no problem with that.
Because the problem is, sure, it's creating a target on all of our backs. But I am the one who's going to be on a stage, talking to everyone. He knows damn well who the fuck I am. This is like waving a fucking fuck you banner in front of a fucking magic missile. Like, oh yeah, hit me, bitch. It's not great.
I know what a target on a back look feels like.
And I know that it is probably wiser than losing more gods. Objectively. And I know by technicality this is probably the wise option because it's something we can physically do.
Something we can actually control. We can control the mortal.
Exactly. The problem is that for as many good things that could come out of this, just as many bad could. For as many good things that could come out of it, I don't care about saving everyone. I generally do. I don't want people to die, innocents to die. It was devastating seeing Shah City. However, I don't want that's not why I'm doing this. And I know full well it's not why I'm doing this.
He knows.
I'm not trying to protect the world. I'm trying to protect them. I'm trying to protect us. And I hate that. Because it makes me feel like this is such a selfish choice.
You know, a lot of heroes are selfish. No one would be able to do the things they do if they weren't at least somewhat selfish.
That doesn't change that every single death would be on my head. Every single person that died.
It does not. It does not.
I feel like they were kind of like Celine and
Yeah.
Shaw were talking as Electra was whispering to Kane.
Kane knows it does not because he had to kill thousands of people. And he's like, they do not go away.
And after a while, they'd probably just sit down and wait for them to
Yeah.
stop talking because Electra did want to talk to Shar.
Yeah. Kane just kind of holds you. He's like, whatever happens, we'll go through it together.
Mm-hmm. She knows.
I know what it's like having people's deaths on your head.
She knows.
And they do stop talking.
Where's Celine go?
Celine's still by Shar's side.
Electra seems a lot more like like, I feel like earlier today,
Mhm.
in like the previous days, she was a lot more like, I think the best way to put it is saloon-like.
Yeah.
But she doesn't she doesn't feel like it anymore.
Yeah.
And she talks a lot more like
Mhm.
direct.
Mhm.
And she says, I wanted to let you know because I mentioned the astral plane and how I went. Saloon said Ogma notified her a little bit. I'm going to give you a rundown. These braces, when I overuse them, since I'm not attuned yet, they send me to the astral plane. There's a potential possibility that I can end up controlling that at some point. We don't know. With the braces, I can use a lot of different powers, and I can amplify my powers, my magic capabilities. And I do all kinds of magical shit. But when I was in the astral plane, I bumped into Merkel, and I also talked to past Ogma. Not really sure how a lot of it works, but yeah, that's it.
Thanks for the update.
She nods.
Keep it in mind.
She says, and I do, at some point, she says, never mind. And she says, we're gonna go.
Okay.
And she gestures for Kane.
Just a king follows you. We'll take you out of it. Take you out of there. And he tears one more hole as he, because we're telling me to go with you.
She rings a bell.
You ring a bell.
Ding dong, ding dong, ding dong, ding dong.
You just make the bell noise. There's no bell. You just make the noise.
To get all of her friends and family's attention.
Oh, sorry, are you doing that ding dong thing again?
I need your attention.
Okay, I'm gonna go get everyone. And everyone's kind of gathered around.
So 2 more gods are dead.
And Mikhail's like, we know. Mikhail's like, I was there when Elliot shot down Sylvanus.
And we have a choice. And I'm going to let you each choose what you want to do. But I've made my choice. My choice is I'm going to use incandescence. Iridescence. I had to catch it. I'm going to use iridescence. And I'm going to openly target and shame Elliot White across all of the West and incentivize worship despite bans for Elliot White is trying to kill a bunch of gods. And I am going to incentivize worship of Shah.
It's funny because you see Demar's like scratching the back of his head. So I wasn't the only one?
No.
He's like, because like, I wasn't the only one either. I was like, me too, to be honest. Demar's like, I already have a plan.
God.
I've been playing for a week now. A month, actually.
She looks a little sad.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, I've been playing for a month.
She says, I have an idea of where to start.
Interesting.
The one place we don't go is Holy City.
Yeah.
But that's the concept.
I could morph something. I kind of already have something set, kind of, but did it involve iridescence?
Well, it is now.
We don't need to do iridescence.
I am.
Okay.
I want to talk.
Okay. Sounds good to me. He actually brings up tons of papers detailing, like, lots of different things.
She glances over them.
You glance over them, it's heavily detailed.
She says there is a condition.
What's the condition?
We don't tell Selena Shaw.
Mikhail's like, yep, already got that down. He points at DeMars' note. Don't tell Selena Shaw.
She looks at some of his plans.
You look through some, it's like a whole tour detailing everything and detailing places Elliot cannot publicly, like, basically be, like, public about his hatred towards, like, the group. And that he has to keep up a front at certain places.
She nods.
He can't act out in any of these places. Or if that just gives him away.
Okay. We start tomorrow.
We start tomorrow.
We write it down.
Yeah, we write it down. But Mikhail and them put away all the stuff and that's it.
She nods and she'll go back to the house.
King follows. What do you think?
About the plan.
Yeah,
It's basically what I said.
they already had it in stone.
Mm-hmm. Because they're idiots too. Clearly.
He gives a little chuckle.
But they're also extreme.
They are very extreme.
They're probably not thinking about it like I'm thinking about it right now. About what it means. And I know they are to an extent. I know they're not stupid. I know they are. But I mean everything. Think of every single ounce of what doing this could mean. I love them, but they're not thinking about it. This could mean thousands of hundreds of thousands of people die.
It could.
This could mean more gods die. This could mean that Saloon and Shah are the next targets.
Do you think weakening miracles somehow could lessen what this could do?
That would mean weakening necromancers. But there's no alternative anymore for necromancers.
But we do have the whole circle on our side. Right now they're focused on Elliot, but not Miracle. Because we told them Elliot.
Because they need to focus on Elliot. The only way to weaken the god of death is to, I guess, get people to not worship death. I don't know who the fuck worships death. Other than necromancers?
It's like someone must be worshipping death if he still maintains power. It might be one of those cult things.
Just as you mentioned. Yeah, we would have to find one.
Maybe the Monarchy Circle of Necromancers know something. They know their inner circle does not consist of worship and miracle, but they know about the rogue necromancers outside the circle.
Maybe.
If we do that, then we can ensure that Elliot does not have much power to kill thousands of people. Because the miracle would be hindered. Because, I mean, he does deserve what he basically just did to the gods tenfold. Almost every god.
Put an omen on him.
He said if the circle of necromancers can find where his cults are, or the biggest cult, and all the gods can place an omen on that cult, Merkel would not be able to defend any of that.
But that would also weaken Elliot.
It would weaken Elliot and it would weaken Merkel, giving us the chance to not lose as many in the process. They're not innocents. Because I don't think cults are innocent.
Probably not.
So
she starts writing a letter to Fatale and Quentin.
He says, because I know this plan is very dangerous, but there is ways we can make it not as dangerous.
Yeah. She writes up the letter.
You write a letter? I wish Quentin writes like the fucking scrapbook. Yo! But, yep, you get the letter and King goes sends it out. He actually summons Who to go take it.
Aww.
The bone dog does still exist. It's running around the house right now.
I know. She loves bone
And
dog.
he's like, and he gives you a hug. He's like, I love you.
I love you too. He's like looking around.
You look around.
Fuck it. She pulls out her paper.
You pull out the paper.
She pulls out her journal and she flips through it.
You flip through it.
And she tears a page out.
You tear a page out.
And she puts it in an envelope.
Put it in an envelope.
And she seals it. She says,
Who's that to?
stupid ass bitch is who it's to. And she goes and she says, she runs out and she says to Morris, can you just drop this in Shaw's room?
Okay. It just goes to Shaw's room and drops it off.
Thank you. And she goes to Kane.
I go to King. He's like, what's that?
She didn't have lyrics for her song,
Oh,
so I wrote them.
he chuckles.
And she says, I think it might help.
I think it might help too.
I guess we sleep.
I know what that means.
What? What does it mean?
Your usual.
I don't know. Maybe it'll get better.
Good? It could not.
It's definitely getting worse. I can already put money on it getting worse.
I mean, as long as here with you, I'm fine right now. So,
I'm glad.
I know that you don't feel that way right now.
I put a lot of pressure on myself.
You do. You tend to.
Because I want to protect everything.
I know you do.
But you have to sacrifice pieces in any game of chess.
You do.
And that's the problem.
It's not easy.
Elliot doesn't care about sacrificing pieces. That's why Phoenix Rumi's in your fucking axe. Everybody knows that we do. That's why if we go an ounce, an inch too far, he knows exactly what to do. Because we all know what he would do. Because it's like a fucking ticking time bomb over our heads.
Now we just have to give him more.
Except for when you back an animal into a corner, it bites.
It goes both ways.
I sometimes fail to see that.
He wouldn't be acting brash, I guess, if he did not see us as a threat in some sort of way.
It's because of what we fucking did in the past. Unintentionally fucking screwed his fucking shit up, and now he's
He
just
chuckles.
pissed.
And the fact that we keep deflecting him.
For the most part, it is unintentional.
He chuckles.
Like, we're not proactively going after him.
No, we're not.
We're doing other things that just happen to have to do with him. Like Wolf, for example.
I feel like that was made far before we even know he knew about us.
I talked to her. I talked in her head. I forgot to mention that.
Mm-hmm.
I talked in her head and I asked her, I was like, maybe we can help you get out of this kind of shit. And she said, leave her alone.
I mean, she doesn't like you.
That doesn't sound like Loth, though. Loth is more like a fuck you, not a leave me alone, like a hurt puppy.
We have a lot of pawns that Elliot has that he has a hard grip, but not a perfect grip around them. The more that we take away, the less he has to play with us with.
But then he makes more.
How much more can he make right now?
A lot, with Kilmerville dead. A lot.
Yeah.
Because by that logic, we all could be pawns. That's the problem. We have to toe the line of too far without actually crossing it.
Because he does the same.
That's why he doesn't fuck with Saloon and Shah. Yet.
He has no real reason to.
And he's having too much toying around. Too much fun. Berkel and him are a lot alike in that sense.
Maybe they're related.
Maybe.
But I think definitely having the necromancy circle turn against Merkel, finding out where the big cultists are, and then every god place an omen on those cultists, will cut Merkel off. Hard.
Yeah.
Oh, we have to do much of the work on that one.
If only these stupid braces would attune.
It's only been 2 days now.
It's taking forever. I needed them like 5 fucking years ago.
Who pokes your head?
How? I did!
And then you can have my axe.
Yeah, that bitch is gonna let me carry it.
He places the axe on top of you and it's like a little heavy.
Can't fucking pick this up. Now I'm stuck here.
He chuckles as you're stuck under the axe.
She tries to pick it up.
You're able to lift it a little bit, but that's about it.
She's like,
You think the axe is doing it on purpose, actually.
you're an asshole, she says to Axe. You're such a dick.
King chuckles.
And rub it in my fucking face.
Kate picks up the axe and puts it on the wall.
Fucking asshole. Fucking Bloodborne. And fucking Phoenix, really.
I have 2 assholes on my axe.
You really do. They're on opposite spectrums.
He looks at you.
What?
I'm just looking at you, that's all.
Don't.
Why not? Still can't look at my fiance?
Never.
Why not?
Makes me feel like he has something to say.
I don't, besides I love you 100 times.
That's obvious.
He chuckles at that.
I love you 100 times, and that's also obvious.
I love you 1,000 times.
But at this point, you're just harboring a bunch of little fucking tag-alongs in your axe. Next thing you know, you'll have 3 more.
You could join. He chuckles.
I'm sure they'd love me.
I think he'd beat their asses in there, so you could.
I would literally kill them.
So you could be the only one.
I would literally kill them.
No, I'd like to have you right here.
You have a fucking cool weapon. I'm gonna have a fucking mean, stupid braces that don't even have a personality.
They're not even attuned yet, Electra.
They don't have a personality.
Because my ex didn't have a personality and had it for just a few months. I thought it was just an axe.
But this is important. I need to be attuned like yesterday.
I'll de-attune to my ex.
Yeah, because that's gonna work. I'm sure fucking Bloodborne will love that. He'd probably hop off the wall and fucking cut me down right here if you even suggested again.
He'd probably cut me down right there.
No, he fucking wouldn't! Because he's loyal to you! You'd say it's because of her. You know I'm right!
I don't know, I mean, you see Kim like...
What?
Bruh! Phoenix really possesses King.
What the fuck?
He's like, wow.
She pops him in the head.
Hey.
Why are you possessing him?
I'm gonna eat some food.
No, you're not.
Gets up.
She fucking tackles him.
Hey.
Stop it.
Get off of me.
No.
Get off of me.
Get off of my fiance.
I won, so I...
No, you didn't win shit. I was having a full conversation with my fiance and you just fucking interrupt like that?
I didn't know.
Yes, you fucking did! Because you can hear!
I wasn't listening.
Yes, you fucking were!
No, I don't even know what the fuck you said, dude.
She flicks him in the head.
Uh-uh.
She flicks him again.
Mm-mm.
She flicks him again.
Nope.
You're lucky if I don't go in that axe myself.
And you see, Phoenix really does it. It's like, shakes a bit and, like, shakes his head and King comes back and he's like...
I imagine that fucking, when Phoenix Rudy went to get up, she just went, fucking tackled him. And so she's like, okay. She gets up. She's like, that's so annoying.
King's like, Bloodborne, do something.
No, Bloodborne thinks it's fucking funny, I'm sure! Bloodborne probably has a pact with him.
Maybe I don't want this axe anymore.
And it's all your fault, Bloodborne. You're supposed to protect him. That means from Phoenix, too. He's just mad that he has to be stuck with him.
I think he is. It's his petty way of not having this guy.
Yeah, so he's trying to let you be in there with him in silence. You have to stop yelling. You have to stop bothering him where he doesn't want you in there yet.
Can't say I'm bad at that.
Just talk to him. Have you tried even saying hi?
Yeah.
And what do you say?
Nothing.
He talks a lot to me.
Maybe because, in a way, since he's attuned to me, because I talk a lot to you. I just don't talk a lot to myself, I guess.
The Phoenix said your thoughts are loud.
I guess, maybe. I don't know what that means.
Well, that would mean that you talk to yourself.
Maybe, I don't know.
I want to have a conversation with Bloodborne and ask him why the fuck he's not talking to you.
Go ahead. You'd have anime object, don't you?
She doesn't animate
You
object.
right? And he's like, what?
Why aren't you talking to him when he goes in there?
Kane doesn't go. Well, oh, you mean that part?
Yes.
It's kind of awkward.
What do you mean? He said hello and you said nothing.
Why should I talk to my master?
Why shouldn't you?
I already know everything about him.
He knows nothing about you.
He knows everything about me. Because
No, he doesn't. He doesn't know your personality. He doesn't know how you talk. Please talk to him next time he's in there. Don't just stare at him.
He's fine.
What if he has to be in there for an extended amount of time?
Then he's free to walk wherever he pleases.
Why, you just sit there and stare at him?
Only when he's in my vicinity, looking at me.
Or you could talk to him.
It seemed unfruitful.
For who?
Me.
Oh, so now you're a selfish axe. Oh my god. I'm just surrounded by selfish people. Axe or otherwise. First it was Phoenix Rooney. Now it's the axe.
He's like, it's only unfruitful for me and Kane. He already knows enough about me and I know enough about him. There's no need for conversation.
I have so many questions about the logic of what you just said. Because Cain knows the axe, but he doesn't know the being in the axe.
There's no being in
You are the being!
I am just a figment
You are talking!
of the axe.
Oh my god. You are literally talking though.
I am a figment of the axe. I am not a being. I choose to be this way as it's easy to communicate, though I am just a figment. I am not a being.
Then explain why you're petty.
And Finney's like, my fault.
What do you mean?
He's like, I know, it's just fun to mess around. Around the axe, that is. It's really spacious in here.
What exactly are you doing, Phoenix?
And the axe says, taking parts of this realm for himself. You hear Phoenix say, he needs more personality.
You know what? Maybe don't talk to Kane, okay? Just, I guess, be weird and stare at him. Don't take my advice, God forbid. I try to make things a little less awkward for anyone. All I do is metal. Okay, goodbye.
You leave the axe.
Yeah, she de-animates it. She was like,
The axe is a tough one.
well, he's so very sure that he's just one thing, and I don't think he is.
Because that's how he was made. He was
But that I don't think that's what he is. We literally just had a conversation with Gond. Literally about how he didn't even know that fucking half of the shit that your axe is doing it can do. So who gives a fuck about how he was made? What if he's not that?
He could be. I don't know. The logistics of the axe.
I do! Because I talked to him!
Okay, how about, this is my axe, so I will handle that.
No.
You're gonna have a fair plate.
Well, I don't have a special realm with a being in it.
Don't focus on mine.
I will! Because blood won't piss me off.
I'm gonna hide my axe from you.
Good luck! I'll use these stupid things to find it.
They're cool.
Sometimes, until they throw me into the fucking astral plane.
It's only been 2 days, Electra.
I'm good at everything when I first try it, except for these fucking cuffs.
Except the time you tripped over your feet that one time.
When I first try it, never said that I stay good.
Chuckles, what about the first time you tried something to flirt with me?
That's different.
He chuckles. How's that different?
Different.
How's
It's not the first time I flirted with someone.
No. Chuckles.
You don't understand.
You see, I'm messing with you.
I know.
I mean, I know I'm not perfect or anything, so it's fair.
I think you should try and convince the axe to talk to you.
I will, on my own time.
Because you will see what I'm saying if you do.
I'm sure I will.
He might just be loyal, but some of the things he does, like having opinions on things, because it does. It literally said, I don't like him, about Phoenix. That's an opinion. That has nothing to do with an axe.
I know.
And that's the problem, is that it's not seeing that.
That means Phoenix ought to take my body more.
Or I could just go talk to your axe.
Electra?
I could just go talk.
Electra?
I could just go
Electra?
hello.
Electra?
What?
No.
Why not?
Got enough on your plate.
You should be scared to sleep. What if Phoenix just possesses you in your sleep?
I doubt it.
You do? I don't. He's gonna want to know what it is to sleep.
I'm not letting Phoenix share a bed with you.
Well, obviously, he's gonna go to the couch and go sleep. What are you thinking?
He's not gonna move. He's gonna be asleep already.
Well, he's probably gonna fucking knock me out. Imagine sleeping for the first time. You'd be fucking... I would be. If I was having a dream about running for the first time, I'd be like, running. I guess you gotta stay on your guard.
I guess so.
You missed it. Literally 2 seconds ago, he just possessed you.
I guess I gotta pick up my soldier era.
Or, Phoenix, you could just not possess my fiance.
And I have to become a soldier again.
No, don't. That's too much. Just say Phoenix to me.
I should handle Phoenix.
No, you can handle the axe. I'll handle Phoenix for you.
Cool.
What? What?
I can handle Phoenix.
I said you can handle the axe. I'll handle Mr. Genie in an axe.
I'm guessing I can't win this.
No. Especially because you can't actually talk to Phoenix other than in your head.
Yeah, it's true.
And you also can't really monitor what he does with your body.
Yeah.
But I can. So long? I mean, I barely sleep anyway, so I mean, shit, even if he tried to possess you, I'd probably wake up and grab him by the neck.
He chuckles. I guess I'll be awake too.
No,
Mm-hmm.
that's not how that works.
I'm used to sleeping 3 hours a day.
You said 7!
Well, I mean back when I was a soldier.
Well, stop being a soldier. Go back.
But I must be a soldier.
Unsoldier.
I need to become a soldier again.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't.
That was the time I was the strongest I've ever been.
She flicks her in the head. No. You don't need to be a soldier.
I'm preparing for war.
Kane Warwick. You need to sleep. I would sleep consecutively if I could.
I know.
I try.
You do.
You do not. So sleep 7 hours. Because I can promise I will try.
I know.
Sleep 7 hours. You better. I'll know.
I know you'll know.
Because I'll ask the axe.
Mm.
And he won't lie to me.
I know he won't. He likes you anyway, so.
I know. And she looks at the axe and says, and Phoenix Rooney, I swear to God, if you try to possess my fiancé at any point throughout the night, I will make sure you suffer. And I'm sure the axe can attest to that. Good night. She goes to sleep,
He goes to sleep.
which is her waking up
Yep.
every hour.
You wake up every hour. Kane is asleep. However, you notice that his tail is moving around
She looks at him.
and his brows are furrowed.
She kisses his forehead.
He kisses his forehead.
And she hugs him.
He seems to ease a bit.
Yeah, she'll hold him and go back to sleep.
Within the hours, it also happens again.
She keeps doing it.
You keep doing it. And then the next morning they pees.
She looks at King.
He seems pretty, he doesn't have his brows furrowed, but his tail's moving a little bit.
She listens to his heartbeat.
It's a little fast.
I imagine she probably sits there and just watches him.
Watch him. And he wakes up a little bit. He looks around like almost like frantically, but then he sees you and he like just looks at you.
It's a nightmare.
Just my time on the battlefield is all.
This is why I said, unsoldier yourself.
It happens rarely. It's okay. Just part of the past is all.
She nods. Any other nightmares?
No,
Well, that's good.
most of the time it is mostly my time on the battlefield.
There too. She gets up and she walks over to the axe and says, I'm glad you fucking know better, Phoenix Rooney. And she
just laying there.
She sits down next to him. And she looks at him.
Looks at you. What are you doing?
Looking at you like you always look at me.
He chuckles. Look mischievous.
I look no such thing.
He looks over at the little stained glass you made.
What about it?
I like it.
You like it?
I look at it every time.
Oh my gosh, it's almost like you care. She chuckles.
You will. Lay back down.
Why?
We can just lay here a little longer.
Last time we did that, people were in carts getting dragged up to Omega. I'm gonna go check, but then I'll come back.
I'll come with you.
No,
He gets up out of bed.
no, there's no reason to come back.
I just don't like it when you're gone, so.
Why? You're never alone.
But I want to lecture, that's all I want.
Yeah, you hear that, Phoenix Rooney?
I was squaring up on the fucking axe!
She squared up with Phoenix Rooney.
So bad. That's all I want, so.
That's sweet.
If you go somewhere, I'm coming with you.
Well, then I'll have to watch where I go. I say as I walk straight into fucking fire. Okay.
I've been in my own fire, so I don't blame you. I've caused half.
That doesn't make it any better.
I've caused half my fires as well.
That doesn't make it any better.
I dragged you to the Underdark by, well, this.
I volunteered.
And I told you, maybe not.
And I volunteered anyway.
And you more like force your way into the situation.
I didn't force my way.
I told you no.
Did you just say I forced my way into the...
Kane's like, Electra.
Just turns away from him.
Electra.
No. No. Last time I ever insert myself into a situation, force myself into a situation.
I'm sorry.
No.
He's looking at you.
She's looking away.
I'm sorry, Electra.
No.
He comes up to you.
Mm-mm.
He holds you.
Mm-mm. She glances at him and looks away.
He's pouting.
No.
Moore's like sad pouting.
No.
He doesn't say anything.
You're the one that said it. She looks at him.
Looks at you.
Force my way into situations.
I do the same thing.
Except I didn't.
I wanted to go to the Underdark so bad.
And what would have happened if I wasn't there?
I would have never gone.
No. You've got your ass dragged by your horns to the Underdark by some bad person. And you know it.
I'm sure.
I'm done with you. No. No. She walks out.
He follows.
She crosses her arms and looks at him.
That's what he said.
You don't get to do that.
I'm sorry.
You don't get to do that either. You say, I force myself into the situation, and then I say, I wanted to help, and you say, basically, you could have handled it and wouldn't have went to the Underdark and wouldn't have got dragged by your horns. Fine. I'll never intercede ever again.
I just didn't want you to get hurt. Because we faced a lot of scary stuff down there.
Hey, Kane. For some reason, I feel like I don't even have to answer this question. For some reason, I think I could honestly direct you to Phoenix Rooney. Okay? Do you think anything I were to face in the Underdark, in the Abyss, or otherwise, would compare to you being dead?
No.
Or someone killing you?
No.
Okay. So let's say the shoe was on the other foot, and I had some fucking shit going on in the Underdark, okay? And I got stabbed in the fucking back twice with poison daggers. Okay? And then I went all silent mode and just stopped talking because I was fucking traumatized. And then my friends, my siblings walk up and go, yeah, she's just got a thing with the Underdark. There's probably people down there that want her and want her dead.
Okay. You made your point.
So what would you do?
You know what I would do.
You'd force yourself into the situation?
Yeah.
Doesn't feel good, doesn't it?
You're right.
Force yourself into a situation.
He's like this, like the sulky apologetic.
Don't give me that face.
Looks away.
She goes to the kitchen.
Go to the kitchen.
And she go try to cook.
Try to cook. Roll survival check. Stop with your face whenever you roll survival check to cook.
22.
It's good. What do you cook?
Breakfast.
Cook your breakfast.
She does French toast.
Make a little French toast.
French toast. She makes them for Gator, so.
You're very okay.
And she makes them for the kids.
Makes it for the kids to eat.
Mm-hmm.
King eats his food. He's still kind of sulky, but like apologetic sulky.
You like it?
I do.
Good.
Tastes good. I like it.
Then fix the sulk.
I'm sorry.
For what?
It's like I was being mean a little bit.
consider that mean. I mean, a poor word choice, sure.
He's just not good with words.
It's a poor word choice.
Yeah.
But I assume it's not what you meant.
No, it's not.
Okay. You probably meant it in a nicer way, but still the point stood. But it's okay. Okay?
He's such a baby.
It's okay. Don't make that face. It's okay.
Yeah.
Why do you say...
He like straightens his back, but he still has kind of the face, but...
She stares at him.
What?
She keeps staring at him.
What? He looks a little nervous.
She stares at him.
I love you.
I love you too. She tilts her head.
Mm-hmm. He eats his food.
Did the face go away?
A little bit, yeah.
You're ridiculous.
Normally?
Quite. I told you a million times there's nothing you could do or say that could hurt me.
Just kind of
And you
pouts.
still beg to differ.
Yeah.
No. I know you very well. And I know that forced was not the word choice you intended. But I also know that you don't like me to put myself in danger.
Yeah.
And that's why you used a harsh word. But love, you like to do that too.
I know.
I mean, shit, you should have seen your face when I was in the astral plane.
I know.
It wasn't great.
I was worried the whole time.
I know. I know you were worried. The things that I do for the same reasons you do the things you do. And that I can guarantee.
Yeah.
And that's important. So as much as it might seem like I'm just doing things, sometimes, without rhyme or reason or thought, rest assured I have a lot of thought.
I know you have a lot of thought.
And I think about the whys and the pros and the cons for everything. And I thought about the pros and cons of going to the Underdark versus staying out of it.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought about the pros and cons of just sending you off with your team.
I know that.
And given how that would have ended, given that the only person that could have sneaked in there was Aaron, and he was pretty shit at it.
He was a paladin with heavy armor.
You wouldn't have made it out.
Yeah, I wouldn't have. Not without you there.
And that goes for a lot of the situations that I get into.
Yes. So I'm trying to keep myself out of trouble.
You are trouble. You don't get into trouble. Trouble finds you. There's a difference.
So I'm trying to keep it away.
You can't keep all of it away.
I can keep
I also am like waving a trouble, come here, flag every 5 minutes.
Chuckles. That's why I don't want to cause any more trouble.
What more trouble could you cause?
Another Underdark situation.
How would you do that? The last person that I knew who just put on a fucking cursed artifact was me. So,
Chuckles.
don't think you could do that one again.
Chuckles.
Unless you put them on.
They wouldn't fit me.
I know. They could probably fit your finger.
Chuckles.
You don't bring problems. And you know that.
Yeah, I do know that. I'm just used to being a problem.
Well, don't worry, I got you beat.
I don't know about that yet.
I do. I do. Pretty solidly. I could say absolutely everything we've been through this far. Save one or two things. Is primarily because of me and who I am.
Well, I'm gonna marry that person. So.
Yeah, poor you. You're really screwed.
I don't know. I think it's worth every second.
If you say so. Suppose it depends.
Who looks at you?
Don't do that.
What?
The looking thing.
The looking thing.
Yes. Where you look and don't say anything.
'Cause I love you. I won't think about how much I love you.
Then just say it.
No, I love you.
I love you too. I'm gonna start using the charm person with the braces just so I can hear it.
Chuckles. I let you because it's kind of funny.
If I did it too many times, I don't think that Mr. Axe would appreciate that.
No, I think you get quite mad.
He won't. So I'm going to respect your privacy.
But I do love you.
I know. I love you. That also means, though, with that, when you are in danger, I'm going to help.
Just as I would too.
Exactly. And you don't get to say no to that.
No, I won't say no to it.
And you don't get to harbour feelings about it either.
I do not get to.
Even if I end up getting hurt.
I'll just heal you. I'm not a good healer though.
There's some bandages.
Well, I do know some herbal stuff.
There you go. I mean, you had a sleep tonic you gave me not too long ago.
Yeah, but I won't give that to you unless you want it.
For some reason, I don't even think a sleep tonic would help. Not right now. I feel like it's just going to get worse. I don't like keeping secrets.
It's okay, I'll let you.
Is it?
Yes.
You're very certain.
I am.
I'm not as certain that not telling them is the right thing to do.
If you tell them, they're just gonna stop. Just try to stop you. Or intervene.
I know.
And we don't want that. They'll find out soon.
By then it'll be too late.
And that's what we kind of want. Because if they intervene, imagine how much worse it could be.
I know.
It's not a complete secret.
It definitely is. A lie of omission is still a lie.
It's okay sometimes to have a little secret.
I disagree, but I can see why it's needed here.
Some secrets are needed.
Oh my god, they're gonna kill us.
They are.
And he's going to say I didn't come up with a plan. I can blame Morris.
You can blame the Morris. We can just stay in the house as they get ratted on. Say we're busy.
We're busy.
Well, we need our private time, so.
Yeah, obviously. I think they probably wait outside the house, though.
They can wait forever. That means I'll just get to stay with you forever.
I don't know, given how Tamara's barged into our bedroom, I have a feeling that Shah would do the same.
That's what a lock is for.
That's what a knock is for. The spell. It is knock. If they wanted to berate me, they would. They'd find a way, no matter what. I'm anticipating Saloon to be like the pouty face. I'm anticipating Shah to be pissed, but not at us.
Mm-hmm.
At us, but not at us. As she does.
She'll redirect it.
Yeah, she'll be mad that we didn't tell her. And that we were reckless.
Not the worst reactions.
That's the baseline. They might just put us all in, lock us all in Almigo, never let us leave again.
I kind of plan to live here anyway.
I guess that's fair.
Except the restaurant, then I have to give up my restaurant idea.
We'll just put an Almigo, all else fails.
That's true.
I just feel like we're lying to them.
Because we are sort of lying to them.
And I feel bad.
Don't feel bad.
I feel like they should be. I feel like that if I was them, I would want to know.
True. If you want to tell them, you can tell them not to interfere.
They wouldn't listen.
No, they wouldn't.
It's kind of a problem. But what if something bad happens because we don't tell them?
You just tell Agma.
That's a good point. Agma!
Yes. Yes.
Bring us there for a second.
Huh?
Bring me and Kay there for a second.
Okay. He brings all there.
So, we need to talk to you about something, but you can't tell Samir or Shah.
I'm good at keeping secrets, as you can tell.
So, me and my siblings
Mm-hmm.
are going to kind of stage a sort of revolution.
Coup de grace.
Yeah.
I've seen it.
3 things. We're going to undermine Elliot and air out his dirty laundry.
Mm-hmm.
2, incentivize disobeying the bans against Saloon and Shah in the West because of the reasons about Elliot specifically. And 3, promote worship of Saloon and Shah in general.
That sounds about right, because even if you were not the one to do it, someone else would have already done it within the week.
Yeah, the problem is still Saloon and Shah wouldn't like it.
No, they wouldn't.
And they wouldn't want us to do it.
Yep.
So telling you so that you could, to an extent, monitor the situation.
I can, absolutely.
Because I don't like lying to them.
I can tell. I know you don't. But I'll make sure everything is alright as best as I can.
Mm-hmm.
And he says, and if you weren't going to do it, someone else was going to anyway.
Who?
The people are uneasy, and there are still heroes out there besides y'all.
Yeah, the difference is that we are someone who is a target. They are not. Not openly.
No, they are not. They are targets to other people.
They're not Elliot.
Not Elliot.
And that's the problem.
Well, Elliot is targeting heroes in the West. Have you heard what happened to the Lasting Flame?
No?
Disbanded and destroyed by Elliot. Because they were working against him directly. And the old Lasting Flame is still working against him currently. He knows it. I don't think Golden Hour would have let slide that Lathander was missing.
No. Okay.
So he is working against heroes in the West, but you've been in so much in the East that it's hard to see.
The difference is, though, charisma.
It is. That's why, if you did not, then one of the group members of Lasting Flame would have presented themselves.
And they would have perished. That's not a question.
Maybe.
The difference is we know the game he's playing and they don't.
That is true.
And that's the problem. They would have died.
You could use a different figurehead for the presentation.
No. I think I want him to know.
Then go ahead.
Because I gave him a shot.
And remember, you have allies in the West, too. They do work against Elliot White.
I know. I just wanted to handle it a different way.
Then go ahead. Many paths lay before, and history always repeats itself sometimes, in different ways.
I wanted to handle this a different way than the way I'm going to, which is why I've been staying out of the West. But I have come to a sort of conclusion.
Sometimes it is ironic. Where we once began is where we once end up sometimes. But that is growth.
It almost feels a bit like the opposite. Where we start is opposite to where we end. Though there are some core values that stay the same.
Yes. You never come back to the same place when you first began.
I just think it's a bit funny that I am making a decision that I may very well regret for two people that I wanted dead not even a year ago.
It is weird how life develops unexpectedly. How fast things can change. What we realize and continue to think.
I don't think change is what it is. I don't think that things change as much as people realise.
That is change. Realizing is change. It's always been there, but realizing is different from it just sitting there.
That's interesting.
When you realize something, something changes because now you see. That is knowledge. Knowledge is realization. It's always been there, but through a different lens.
Interesting. Thank you, O Ogma, for your wise words of wisdom.
I've lived here too long.
That's what he always says!
I beg to differ.
Mm.
Not long enough, I say. You have to at least make it through my lifetime.
I'll see. I'll just throw my retirement party soon.
Don't do that. I said you have to live through my lifetime.
Retirement doesn't mean I'll die.
It's basically dying.
It just means I'll be an old man playing Sudoku for the rest of my life. Oh, hush now. I'll at least be there for the wedding.
You're my friend. I want what's best for you.
What's best for me is that I continue to study and see what Elliot White is up to so we can stop him from potentially destroying the material plane, whether intentionally or unintentionally. For the more gods he takes, the less control he has over each domain.
Exactly.
He says, and the evidence is already starting to show.
Where? How?
The sea, he took two gods, that Talos, god of storm, and Umberlee, goddess of the sea, and now the sea currents have shifted completely, causing massive damage to merfolk and the environment in the sea. He can't control everything as he wishes he could.
That's why I think bringing his focus down from the gods back down to the mortal plane and putting a face to a target.
He nods. And he says, I think the lasting flame will be able to help with that.
I think so too.
They, ever since y'all have been dealing with things in Ellie White on a different spectrum, they have been dealing with Ellie White on also a different spectrum. If you bring your informations together, you may learn so much more.
The question is who he hates more.
So far, he has no hatred towards either party.
Okay.
He does not seem to whether target one or the other. Once the lasting flame was disbanded, he just completely stepped away. And he does not take any steps towards y'all. He just only walks up and leaves. Same with the lasting flame, he walks up and leaves.
Well, that's not inherently true. Because he tried to use the weapon on us.
Was that him?
Was it not him?
He was at the Holy City last I heard.
Huh?
Yes, I looked into it in the time that you were there in Daenerys' realm. He was directly at the Holy City, proactively signing papers and talking to people. He's a brother. I'm just kidding.
The only thing that I could think that could do something like that is mislead. A spell.
Mm-hmm. A mislead would not be able to focus on that type of artifact.
Well, correction. If he is holding it, him and the illusion is the one that's at the capital city, the holy city.
It was not an illusion when I looked, and it for sure was not.
Okay, then how could the artifact just come on its own when we saw Elliot White there?
That is what I think the lasting flame may have few key pieces to.
Okay.
Right now they are busy, so you have to catch them another day. But I can send missive to them.
Sure. Tell them to swing by Amigo when they get a chance. Some old pals and enemies are looking for them. All in one.
The more you have, the dangerous it becomes, but the more you have, the more you get to do. Elliot has nothing besides fear, but the more you have, the less he has. There's only so many straws he can grab before he's got nothing. Just as with every villain just like him.
But there's always one last straw to grab.
There always is, just as there is on the other side as well.
And that's the problem. I don't want to see either straw. I don't want to see ours and I don't want to see his.
That's why you knock them out before they grab anymore.
It's a lot easier said than done.
It is a lot easier said than done. But it is said for a reason.
It is said for a reason. Thank you, Ogma. I will go cry in my bed. We'll talk to the lasting flame when they get a chance.
They have info regarding him individually.
Well, that's good.
Compared to him revolving around everything.
Okay. That works. We'll talk to them. We ought to be going before Sharon Sloan grows suspicious. Kidding.
The more you stay with Kane, the less they grow suspicious.
Duly noted.
Except soon. She's always watching.
She loves. She's just like that she is.
Even after the hit she took, she's still as proactive as ever.
Clearly.
The thing is, love and beauty never really go away.
Nope. Thanks, Ogma. We'll do our best.
I'll do my best as well.
Don't die.
No promises, but I can definitely guarantee I'll be trying.
Okay, because I was about to pop you.
No, you can't pop me. I'm an old man. I'm so frail.
I'll do it.
Pop me then. You pop me, you hear a bone crack, and he's like,
That was terrifying.
old people things, I guess.
Kane, I want to go home.
Kane's like, I'm absolutely messing with fucking Electra. And he's like, okay, let's go home.
Mm-hmm.
He grabs you. I'll go back to Amiga. Lasting Flame, it's been a while since we've heard from him.
I know.
The fact they got destroyed.
Yeah, we didn't even hear about that. Oh, we have been in the east. We have been busy.
The East has been our main focus, so I guess they were the focus of the West.
More than likely.
That's probably also a reason why Elliot wasn't proactive with us.
Mm-hmm.
And they're still fighting now.
Mm-hmm. I think Elliot forgot the bitch ass that I am from the West, and I know it like the back of my hand.
He's immortal through and through.
Even those who are immortal make mistakes, though. So even if he wasn't, it wouldn't change a thing. I have to pee.
That's probably it for tonight.
Yeah, they probably just hang out.
Kane's still being a little sulky, and he's like,
No.
what?
No.
What?
You don't get to sulk.
No, I'm not sulking.
You are. We just had a conversation about...
still feel a little.
I'm gonna go send you to talk to the axe.
No, please don't.
I'll call Phoenix Rooney.
No, please don't.
I'll call him out.
I'll stop sulking. I'm just a little sulky a little bit. I'm gonna be okay.
Just stop.
Okay.
Maybe if you stare at the axe for a couple of hours.
No.
Okay. Good. I'm glad.
He's just a funny bitch.
I imagine that she threatens him with Phoenix